Start video transmission, and it says, where are we live? Can you see me and hear me? Hello, Beth, Michelle, Amy, and Dark Lady 58. Can you guys see me and hear me? I got the Eddie back down there. Live chat, okay. Let's see. It says we're live. Eddie, lay down. They don't want to see your butt. Just lay down. Okay, let's see if I can adjust the Eddie so you can see him. There he is. Lay down, buddy. Okay, so yep, they can see us. They can see you. Yes, they can see you. He's down there licking my hand. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Yeah, sometimes we come on and you can't hear us, but I've got the mic volume turned all the way up, so hopefully you guys can everybody can hear us. Even when you have your volume down. Maybe we're not blasting your eardrums out, but at least you can still hear us. And here comes. Oh, now she's cold. She says, it's chilly down here.
Oh.
Well, yeah, we're in the basement. The air conditioner's on.
Oh. I went and got my robe on.
Yeah, so that you can be warm.
So I can be warm.
Oh, okay.
It hasn't been an easy day. It's not been an easy day.
It's been a good day for me. I got a text last night saying that my parts that I had painted for my new car, not new, but the latest one I bought, were done.
The latest project.
So I was able to pick those up today.
Well, that's good.
Edward. I got on Rob's Second Sense site, and I spent more money today. I'm buying you more work to list on eBay.
Well, I'm going to have to ask Rob for a place to move into.
Oh, it doesn't take up that much room.
I hope they have room for me.
No, it doesn't take up that much.
I'm losing room here, guys.
Well, you need to sell your way out of it. Just start listing stuff. It'll eventually go away. What? You okay over there?
It's been a bad week, guys. It's been a bad week.
It's been a rough week to be
a Gen Xer, that's for sure. Oh my gosh.
If you grew up with Ozzy Osbourne and Hulk Hogan and
Malcolm Jamal Warner from Cosby
Show, it's been a rough week.
Oh. Yeah, and I think some others. I was getting the point of what Suit the News was.
Well, I hate to say this again, but they say deaths come in threes, so there's your three.
Oh my God. And then, the stinking weather. I've had enough of it. I'm ready for October now, guys. I'm done with summer.
Did you even go outside today?
Oh, God.
Yeah. I was going to say, you were in an air-conditioned house all day. I was the one out running around.
Oh, and what was I doing? Basically nursing my sinuses all day today. Oh, my God. This weather. I mean, I'm telling you. Yesterday it rained and you stepped outside. It was like being in a freaking sauna. I was just like, this is nuts. You can't enjoy the summer if you can't get out in it. And it's like, it's been nasty. It's just been nasty the last 5 weeks. Just hot and humid. Barometric pressure up and down. It's just, oh my, I was debating whether I wanted to do this show next. I just was not feeling all that fantastic. So, but I got up and...
Well, good. Thank you. So even Jeremy says Ohio weather has been weird this summer.
It sucks.
Well, it's been warm.
No. Not warm. Not warm. Hot, humid, to the point that you just open the door and you just shut it. Because you can't go out, you can't enjoy it. It's miserable. And I've been dealing with the sinuses, guys. It has not been fun.
Okay.
I haven't been enjoying it.
Well, I don't know how you got a sinus headache today if you've been inside all day. I still don't get it.
Mary, thank you.
Mary, thank you, Mary.
Mary.
We would love to put that up on the screen, but that's one feature we no longer have now that we're not with StreamYard anymore.
It's sinus pressure. Okay? It's sinus pressure. And then I've just been, and then the sneezing. I've been sneezing, guys. I haven't done sneezing.
I know you like to sneeze a lot.
Not lately. Have you noticed? I haven't really been sneezing a whole lot. I think that even some allergies may have kicked into. I don't know. I'm just uncomfortable.
Okay.
I just haven't been comfortable.
Okay, well, I don't know what to do about that.
I don't know either. All I can do is just keep clean. I irrigated my nose. I put the Flonase up there. I've been, putting saline up there to keep it moist and everything, and it still hurts. Like, it's just not so much it hurts. It's just it's there, and it's like somebody took a rock and taped it to my middle of my face, and I'm walking around like this. And my vertigo kicked in too. That was a lot of fun as well.
Oh, good.
So yeah, I have not been having fun. I'm annoyed. I'm ready for October. I'm done with summer.
Ickety, ackety, ooh, it's October. See? Everybody tell her it's October, so she'll be happy.
You bastard. You don't have to deal with it. You don't have to deal with it.
Okay, I guess I don't have to deal with it.
If you had to deal with it, you would be feeling a little different.
Okay.
He's being mean.
I'm not being mean. I just... I don't know. I don't know what to do for you.
Well, you did bring me some Tylenol. That helped.
Okay, well then, good.
I'm just done with summer.
Oh yeah, we can blame Jeremy.
Yeah, Jeremy. You came up here and brought it with you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Maybe that's what happened. Maybe Jeremy brought the Florida weather up here with him.
Oh, God. Oh.
Check and make sure you're not dragging Florida weather back with you next time you come up here, Jeremy.
I don't even care at this point. I don't even care. At least in the wintertime, you can get as warm as you want.
Well, yeah, but then you can't really go outside in the winter.
I don't go outside now, so what difference does it make?
Careful, Conky, be sleeping on Jeremy's couch. Yep. Well, I'm about ready to kick her out of the house with all the stuff I'm buying. Then I'll be sleeping on the couch. The only one left here will be the dog.
Well, he already thinks that's his bed anyways.
Yeah. He thinks that...
that's another thing, too. Okay? That's another thing. We love Eddie. We love him.
Oh, yeah. He's a great dog. But
5 o'clock in the morning, he starts this on you, and then he starts licking you.
No, first it's the lick, and then he starts beating you up. And then if he doesn't get you up with licking your face or beating you up, then he starts whining.
Howling and whining. Oh, my God.
4:58, and he thinks it's time to eat breakfast.
And you got no choice unless you want to get clawed to death. So you got to get up and feed him.
So we get up and feed him, and then
we go back to bed.
And
then he comes in and cuddles himself all up and gets all sleep.
And the weird part is, again, there's a scene in Back to the Future where towards the end, what was the name of the father in that movie?
Marty McFly.
Yeah, Marty McFly.
The kid, I forget what his dad's name was.
I forget, but Mr. McFly said, asked about the second coat, or asked about waxing the car, and Biff goes, "Oh, we're just finishing up the second wax coat now." And he goes, "Now, Biff, don't con me. Oh, I'm just doing the first coat. I got to do that." And that's so that joke is sort of carried over onto Eddie because he'll get her up. If one of us sleeps through his morning feeding, and the other one gets up, he'll try to con the other one and act like he hasn't been fed. And so we ask if Eddie's trying, like I'll say to Noreen, like this morning, I said, "Is Eddie trying to con me?" She goes, "Yes, I fed him." So
didn't I leave the measuring cup on the table? So
I
that's our sign.
I didn't go out there and see it yet.
Oh,
I was going to go out there, but then I wanted to make sure that I wasn't wasting a trip to the kitchen.
So this week we have been kind of adjusting our schedule a little bit. Like we'll probably go to bed right after we're done here, because it's very
5 o'clock comes awful early.
It's very interrupted. Your sleep, man. And besides, I'm not feeling that great.
Well, he's sleeping now.
Of course, he's sleeping.
Yeah,
he doesn't. He's
got to get a nap so he can get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. So this week for dinner,
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Is Sweet Rage in the chat?
I don't know if Sweet Rage is in the chat or not.
Okay.
Because in addition to that lovely bus that we opened up.
And that wonderful T-shirt.
Oh, yeah, and you love the T-shirt.
She
sent some potatoes.
She sent some potatoes. They're called Syracuse soft potatoes. You know, soft potatoes from Syracuse. And I made them up. It was, you know, I first of all, I had to find a recipe. There's only 2 of us. These recipes in the back make you think you're feeding a whole clan of people. So I had to figure out the recipe for 2 of us, which I did, because you have to have so much amount of water, so much amount of potatoes, and so much amount of salt. So I found a recipe, and I followed it, and they turned out wonderful.
Well, she made 8 potatoes, and that led to kind of a weird conversation when we were eating. I took 4 potatoes and put them on my plate, and she took the other 4. And we have pork chops or something like that.
We had pork riblets,
pork
barbecue
riblets.
pork riblets.
It's right now, of course, there's usually a couple side dishes along. So I'm eating the potatoes, and they're really good. And I said, "Are there any more potatoes?" She goes, "No, that was it." And I'm thinking, wow, I had a whole bag. We only got 8 potatoes. What the hell's going on? So the rest of the conversation was based on, me thinking that we had just eaten a whole bag of potatoes, even though we only had 8 of them. I started saying, well, we got to figure out a way to get more of those potatoes. She says, well, we got to, we can probably figure out how to get some around here. We said, well, these are pretty good. Well, maybe we should send for, I didn't realize we had more that we could have like another night, but.
Yeah. You were thinking, okay, did we have any more around? And I was thinking about, okay, is there any more left from what I cooked? And I'm like, no, there's nothing left. We got all that was cooked. But there's more. There's probably more there for probably 2 more meals.
Oh, boy. So, well, I don't have to worry about it for 2 more meals then.
Yeah. And I did find it, because I was, like I said, I was looking around and trying to find recipes for just 2 people. And and I did come on a website where I could order a bag of these. Oh. If they don't sell them around here. But they were very, very good. He really, I'm
really picky about my potatoes, too.
You're picky about everything.
Well, like, for example, when I eat mashed potatoes, if they're not so hot, I got to have gravy on them, too. Good gravy, not crappy gravy. But if they're not so hot that they're burning your mouth, I can't eat them. The minute they cool down to the point where they don't burn your mouth anymore, to me, they disgust me. But luckily, these kind of potatoes I can eat while they're cooling down. Just mashed potatoes I can't.
So I don't fix you mashed potatoes. I know better than to fix you mashed potatoes.
Because when I get food where mashed potatoes are involved, I just eat them first. I didn't like they're going out of style, and then I'll finish up. But if I take the time to try to enjoy them, they cool down. I can't eat them.
Well, that's why we're kind of down to 3 meals around here that we eat throughout the week, because we figured 3 meals that we can eat that you like and you don't mind eating. So it works. I don't mind them either. Very good. Like I said, tomorrow's Sunday. I'll probably fix another. I'll probably have pork chops tomorrow, and I'll fix you some of these and give you some veggie sticks and probably applesauce or something. So, and then that's dinner.
Maybe I'll run to Mike's place and get some blue cheese.
That is up to you. If you run up to Mike's to get blue cheese, then maybe this week I'll run over to Dumas and get you your chicken wings your onion rings, because we still have chicken wings we had to eat.
And somehow I managed to mention Mike's place without Jeremy piping up and saying, "Let's go."
Oh gosh, but yeah, I guess George is back in town too. So.
Oh, George is in town?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Did you not know that? Oh, you must have missed that. I caught the first few minutes of the AA the other night, and he was on for a few minutes because he said he just got done picking George from the airport.
Well, I got on AA a little late, and I must have scared him off because as soon as I got on, he jumped off. I don't know if it must have been I might not have worn my deodorant Thursday.
Oh, but yeah, it was a bit of a rough week. Oh, excuse me, guys.
So the one guy passed away first because he had a swimming accident.
Oh, that was really tragic.
That
was really tragic. The kid that played Theo on Cosby Show, 54 years old. He and his family were vacationing down in Costa Rica, and he was out swimming in the ocean. And so one of his kids was swimming out there too, I think, with him, and he got caught up in a rip current. And luckily, his kid did not. So, but that's tragic. 54, What a way to go. And of course, we were all taken aback by Ozzy. Not so much because, we all knew his health was not that great. But he managed to pull it all together for one last show. It's like he got to have one last hurrah. He got to sing one more time. He couldn't stand. He was strapped into a chair, but that was back on July 5th. They had this big concert. All the band show, one last concert, one last time singing with Black Sabbath when he first started out. And then...
Well, it was really weird because I drove... In 2 days, I drove 460 miles this week, and so Tuesday I had to drive to Pittsburgh, and I was listening to the satellite radio, and I switched it over to Ozzy's Boneyard, and I heard an Ozzy song, which wasn't all that.
What you should.
Yeah, it wasn't all that uncommon. I switched over to another channel. They were playing an Ozzy song. Well, I like the one on Boneyard better, so I switched back. And they were playing a different Ozzy song. I was like, wait a minute, they usually don't play 2 Ozzy songs in a row.
Oh, man, I forgot something.
What?
I'll be at that.
So, I listened to that one, and then when that one ended, they have, I guess they're still called DJs now, gets on there, and he's talking like it was the end of the world. I mean, he was really upset. And... without hearing him say what happened, hearing 2 Ozzy songs, knowing the poor health he was in, and the way this guy was talking, I figured it out. And then oddly enough, before he actually said anything that indicated it, other than the way he was talking, Noreen sent me a text and said, Ozzy Osbourne just passed away. So... I remember going to see him, and even back when I went to see him, he would jump around on stage like he was a teenager. Then when they did the show, he was shuffling around like an old man. So I knew that must be, like part of the medications helping him do that. But yeah, it was kind of just something I wasn't expecting to hear that day. But then... what was it, Thursday, then it was Hulk Hogan, so, which was apparently a heart attack. What'd you bring down? Oh, this was the leather jacket.
We're talking about Ozzy, so yeah. I gotta get more appropriate jacket on.
So this was the jacket that I was wearing to the concert on the coldest day of the year, in February. 1990, who knows what. And Ozzy, we were in seventh row?
We were not that far from front row.
I think we were in like row 7.
Yeah, it wasn't that far.
And when he wasn't throwing 5-gallon buckets of water on us, he had, like, they'd bring him a 5-gallon bucket of water, and he'd like fling it out. He'd keep the bucket, but he'd fling the water out into the audience. And then he'd give it to one of the roadies, and they'd run back, and then somebody bring him another bucket. And while the buckets were filling up, he had a hose that he was spraying us off with. So we were like this. We were like covering ourselves up and trying to hide behind people. By the time we were done, my underwear was wet. And we had the longest walk back to the car. And like I said, it was the coldest night of that year. It was probably a straight 2 degrees below zero with a wind chill.
Oh, yes. So this jacket has personally been christened by... the Prince of Darkness himself, Ozzy. So we will always keep this jacket in memory.
Yeah.
That was a while because Kevin the Metalist, when he lived up here, we didn't go to a lot of concert, guys. I'd say I've probably been to about 5 in my life, rock concerts. So that's why this one kind of sticks out.
Yeah.
But it was a wild show, and it was fun, and we behaved ourselves. Just that, we could have done without the dousing, but we do have a nice memory.
Yep.
And this jacket will always...
You're getting caught in the chair there. There we go.
But yeah. Oh, nice Wilson's leather one, I think.
Yeah.
Oh. But yeah, that was something. And then the next day we found out about Hulk Hogan, and I'm like, okay, that's it. I'm done. I'm not looking at the news anymore this week. That was too much.
Well, most of the news is
garbage
and depressing anyway, so you're better off just...
Well, this thing is weighty.
Yeah, it is. It is heavy, isn't it?
Yeah, it does do its trick on a cold night.
You got to ask yourself when you watch the news and you get done, you feel like the world's coming to an end. You got to ask yourself, did it really serve me to watch the news? Because I can't do anything about it. So why do I need to sit here and put myself through this?
Oh, it's just the need to know things, I guess.
I don't need to know. I don't need to know bad news. Just tell me good news.
I think
at this
what
point,
it was that there was a time and a place when you could just you popped on the news, you got a half hour of news, and you were done.
There was a time and a place when it was actual news and not somebody's.
Yeah. Now all of a sudden CNN came around. The next thing you know, you got all these news channels filling up 24 hours with a half hour of information.
And there's only about only about a half hour of truthful information. And if you're going to try to fill up another 23 and a half hours, you got to start telling lies. So that's what it comes down to.
But yeah, you feel bad for everybody, all the families that they have to deal with this. Their loved ones, their kids, their spouses. I mean, you just feel it's rough because I know sometimes we see these people and they're celebrities, but sometimes we forget they're human beings. They're regular Joe, just like the rest of us. They're just more famous than the rest of us, but they got to deal with all the crap we got to deal with, and this is it's just sad. But I will say, at least Ozzy got to go out on a high note. He got to have this one moment, got to thank everybody, got to thank his wife and everything, and
So we now have the foot cam.
The foot cam.
Yeah.
Look at my foot. Isn't it pretty, guys?
Yeah. Well, there's my foot right there. I just have to stretch my legs when I'm sitting here.
And there's the little fur brat.
Yep.
But he's so lovable. We can't.
Acting as if he's worked all day. Acting as if he's worked all day.
Did you work all day today?
I was down here for about 3 hours for Rob's auction. I think I spent $213. I forget what it was. But one of the things that I bought, and I'll show it probably next week when I have it, was, if you guys remember my Firestone truck.
You got those pieces?
Well, okay. There was only one piece.
But you got it.
And the only reason it went so high was because, you remember the Firestone truck had those two little sideboards on it. I should have brought it down. Had the two little sideboards on it that said Firestone, and they're white, and they've got the Firestone logo on it. There was also a version of that truck that was like a really dark blue or black, and it had like orange sideboards. And this was one of those orange sideboards, so it must have been off a black truck. But the guy had it labeled with a little tag because he was a reseller. So it must have said on a little tag, Mark's Firestone truck sideboard or something like that, because that's what they put in the auction. Mm-hmm. They would have never known that's what it was if that guy hadn't had that little tag on. I wound up paying $70 for this thing. If they wouldn't have known what it was and they wouldn't have labeled it as such, I probably would have got it either in a lot of other stuff. Huh?
Rob may have called you.
Well, he may have, but
yeah.
And I would have told him what it was, but he, they don't typically call me for stuff like that. Yeah. It may have just been like thrown in with a bunch of other stuff, and I probably would have got it for, like $6. But no, I'm happy for Rob that his auctions did really well. I'm happy for his consignor. That means that there's one more happy. Well, I hope the guy's happy. Rob's doing a hell of a job for him.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
And he's not even done yet.
That's a lot of work. You had to go through and clean all that, pull all that stuff out.
Yeah, and that was a hot day when I was up especially when I was helping him up in that attic in that back building. I'm
sure there was some stuff they had to take the time off to wipe off so they could take a decent picture of it.
Some of the stuff I'm sure they did wipe off.
Yeah, yeah. But good for Rob and the gang up there.
But yeah, they've
been kicking butt on that
because the reproduction ones aren't made anything like the original ones. The original ones are like really intricate, and they've got all these little bends in them and things like that. The aftermarket reproduction ones are just like laser cut out of flat steel, and they're not the same. So I got this one. One of these days I might try to get another one if I find one, and then it's on to trying to find another truck, and I'll do another restoration of that.
Huh? Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan.
Yep. I see the word Tonka. I had a nice little Tonka mail truck as a kid. My sister's kitten stuck its head through one of the windshield openings. And I had to cut the center out. Oh, ouch. Yeah, that sucks. I had to cut the center out of the...
Yow.
Well, at least I didn't,
Well,
at least the kitty came out okay.
Yeah, kitty came out. That's all that matters.
I'm wondering now, our daughter has a kitty. Do we have a grand raccoon now, or is that staying in the wild?
Our daughter posted on Facebook that she went out to take the garbage to the garbage can out by the garage this morning. She opened up the lid and she found a raccoon in there.
It was a baby too, wasn't it? I think it looked like a little one.
It was a little guy, and she goes, well, she said that they put a pole in there and hopefully it'll walk out. So, maybe climb itself out. And yeah. I did send her a message back. Did you ever free the poor little guy? I'll have to go back and look. Yeah, because you don't, even though it's...
Yeah, you don't want to reach in and grab a raccoon out of your trash.
Oh, no, you don't want to do that, but you just don't want to leave it in there either. Because in this heat and humidity and being stuck in... If you leave the lid open, it's going to get awfully hot in there. So, you don't want to,
No. But it looked healthy. It didn't look like it was rabid or anything. So even if they just tipped the can over and let it go one way and they went the other, they
let them get out of there. Yeah. And Beth wants to know what the state of the bread is. And since
it is about 8:30, so let's do the state of the bread.
Go with the state of the bread.
The bread is right there. You guys put your guesses in. What is the state of the bread? Is it...
Is it moldy?
Now keep in mind, we've had to throw a lot of bread away lately because, I've gone to have breakfast, less than a... Normally, it used to last like a week or almost a week before... Now it seems like it doesn't go that long.
No, so it's got to be the weather. It's the humidity and...
So Wendy just says 2 slices. Christine says 2 slices gone. Joanne says Conkys bread. She's got like a little representation, like an icon of a half loaf, so... We're going to take her
half loaf
thing as a half loaf. Jean says 2 slices gone. Beth says 2/1, or does that mean one half? It might be half loaf. Eddie says, Edward says the bread is half gone. Hopefully it hasn't turned into a cinnamon bun. Half loaf, 3/4 loaf, 4 slices left. What do we got as far as guesses go? Who wants to guess?
Can I guess?
No, you're disqualified. You're looking at the thing. It's right there. Keep guessing. All right. So we got Suzanne says new loaf. Joanne with 4 slices left. Half loaf on Troyce Turner. Tracy says 4 slices left. Let's go ahead. Doreen says half loaf. Okay, 3/4 loaf. Okay, let's go ahead and reveal the bread, and it looks like about
a half loaf.
Looks like about a half loaf.
Half loaf.
Or 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it might be 4 slices left. Mm-hmm. 4 slices in a big heel or something, maybe 5 slices.
I think we baked that on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken.
If we bake that Thursday, if I don't have that gone by like Monday, it's not going to be any good. So I'll have 2 slices tomorrow morning and 2 slices Monday morning.
Right. If need be, you can always make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah, I might make a sandwich tomorrow or something for lunch. Just to help use it up.
Now we'll see.
But
so what's hot on your plans for next week?
Well, I think next week I'm going to I'm just going to mention this briefly because it's something that Jeremy's been talking about. You guys know I've always wanted to be a lawyer. I guess pretending to be a lawyer is so simple. You can just act like one now. So I was going to do that next week. I was going to open up a law office and no. All right, we'll scratch it. I'm just going to wait and see how things turn out in Florida, and then I'll figure out what I'm doing there.
Where is this going?
I don't know. I just thought I felt like I got cheated out of not going to law school, and thought maybe if there's a way I could just like pick up where I left off.
Oh my God.
And,
well, let's put it this way: you probably could hold your own against a lawyer, which unfortunately you do not have you don't have a degree and you don't have your license and bar, whatever they call the bar license. So you can't legally do it and get paid for it.
I thought I'd try.
God.
Because one of the things that people have asked us about is, you guys know our roof got screwed up on the 29th of December.
Hold on.
What?
What fell off?
I don't know.
I think Amy's telling.
I was leading up to something with the lawyer comment.
Go ahead, lead up. Go ahead.
So, they came out and they repaired the roof to my specifications, which apparently the insurance company didn't like, and they only half paid what's called a supplement. So now it looks like we're going to have to get nasty with the insurance company to have our roof finished, and actually have them finish paying for what was done to it.
They fixed it.
Well, it's fixed, but they fixed it right. They did the repair correctly. But in order to do the repair correctly, they had to do things that the insurance company didn't think needed done.
Like what? Fix it?
Replace more than a bundle of shingles.
That whole corner, our whole bedroom would have to have had all the shingles.
Apparently, State Farm felt they should be cheap enough to just patch it so that it would probably leak later, but they want to do a really, really cheap hack job repair, and I wouldn't allow that to happen. And my contractor didn't want to do it either. Didn't want a hack job either.
The roof was seriously damaged.
Yep.
Seriously damaged.
And there's a proper way to repair it, and there was a hack job way to repair it. And the insurance company wanted to do a hack job.
What do you mean? Just fix the little corner and that'd be it?
Yeah, so that it would have leaked later, and it really wouldn't have matched. As it is, the roof doesn't match. But I mean, that would have really looked bad. So
I thought you got approved. I thought the issue was the unmatching shingles we now have. But they don't like the way it was repaired because they repaired it too much.
Yep.
I mean, they actually fixed it.
Yep.
And they're bitching about it.
Yep.
How much are we talking here?
Well, they shorted the contractor $1,300 some dollars. And actually they shorted me, and then now I have to. So I'm working that out. But then there's another $8,000 left to worth of work to do to make the roof match. So.
Well, you know what?
So like I said, it looks like I'm going to have to. Now, luckily, I think I can squeak this in under the small claims court. There's another avenue that I might be able to take, and that's that I could just hire a lawyer to go after him if I feel I have to.
Yeah, but if it's only $1,500 we owe.
Well, no, if I hire a lawyer, it's going to be for the rest of the $8,000 to do the rest of the roof. I'm not going to go after him just for the $1,300. And from what I understand, now again, I'm no lawyer, and I don't pretend to be a lawyer. Because it's partially illegal. Some people don't know that, but that's a joke for maybe, not everybody's going to get that. But apparently, when you have to go after an insurance company for what they call bad faith insurance claims or something, it's something that, because they're doing something in bad faith, the courts typically make the insurance company, when you win, pay your attorney fees. So
just be careful. I mean,
nothing to be careful about.
I mean, first of all,
I'm not the one that should be thinking about being careful.
Our contractor and his crew did a fantastic
they did a great job.
It was a beautiful job. In my opinion, they had to fix the whole roof over our bedroom, the corner of the house. or the wing of the house that got damaged. Now, granted, only the northwest corner got bent in. It got bent in because the wood got broken.
Right, but they had to take the shingles off that area. And when you properly do a roof, you don't start from the top and start tucking them underneath. You start from the bottom and work your way up to the peak. I wasn't going to allow a roof to be tucked under and patched.
No, because then you guarantee
you're
right, the water's going
right.
to come in, and then the insurance company's just going to end up paying it anyways because of the damage.
No, then they're going to say, well, you didn't have it fixed right, and we're not paying for it at that point. That's where they screw you over. I wasn't going to give them the opportunity to do that.
I tell those bastards that you pay the contractor bill, alrighty, and pay the guy. They did a great job. They did it right. I wouldn't want it all tucked up and it needed to be fixed.
Well, we're gonna have to go after him.
You didn't tell me this. I'm hearing this for the first time.
Well, no, that's all I've been saying for the past.
I knew about the shingles. I knew about the shingles, and I said, it does stick out.
But the worst part is, every time I go to talk about this with the insurance company, they get confused. It's like, no, we have two separate issues. One, you didn't finish paying for what's already done. Two, there's a lot more work that needs done that you're saying you're not going to pay for.
That agent needs to earn his money because we've got the bundle bundle program.
We've got things insured that I haven't seen in years.
They got a nice payment coming in every month from us. They got the business, they got the house, they got the cars, the life. I don't think
They've got the skid steer.
They got all
the
these
trailer,
policies.
And
all you're asking for, if nothing else, if they want to bitch about this, okay, but the fact that they fixed it properly, they deserve to get paid for the work they did. They fixed it. They fixed it so we wouldn't have any other problems with it.
I think they think that I'm just going to sit here and do nothing.
And we're not. We're more than the average policy holder here. We have several. I'd say
we're not going to have any more, because when the one thing that's going to happen when this goes down, unless they pay to do a roof, is we're going to switch insurance companies. I mean, we could do that right now.
We've been with State Farm over 30 years.
Yep.
We've been with State Farm over 30 years. You are on first name basis with your agent. He knows who we are. And after all this year of being a customer and having a huge amount of policies with this customer, as a customer with this agent, and this is how they treat you.
I don't think they care.
Because there's too many people. There's just too many people,
I don't know what the number of people has to do with anything. They need to fix
what it is this is your agent way over here, and do all these different departments to finally get to whatever. And nobody knows. Nobody's talking to nobody. You got them over there. You got your agent over here. Nobody's talking. Nobody's pressing any buttons. They're just whatever. Are we sure this help center's not even in the United States? It could be.
I don't know where it is.
For all you know.
I don't care where it is. It doesn't matter to me. They can put it in India for all I care, and it just doesn't matter. They still need to fix the roof.
I don't know. Well, it'd be nice to have.
Well, here's what's going to happen. We have the replacement shingles that they put on the roof is from a batch that was probably made sometime in March. If they start roofing the rest of the roof, it's probably going to be from a batch made in June, and that's not going to match. So they're going to have to go back over and do the first part. When I worked for, I used to work for auto dealerships when I was younger, much younger. And my cousin Carolyn was a salesperson at one of the dealerships. It was an Oldsmobile dealership, and she wrecked a 1988 Oldsmobile Delta 88. It was a really light. It was called Sapphire Blue, I think. Light Sapphire Blue, beautiful car. And the dealership was self-insured, which meant that there was no other insurance company who was going to pay for it. If they wanted to fix the car, they had to fix the car. So it was I think it was like, at the time, it was like a $19,000 car, and the estimate came in at $18,900. So they decided to fix the car. She had hit something so hard that it drove the left front wheel up through the floor of the car and twisted the car around whatever she hit. Every panel on the car was bent except for the trunk lid, the trunk.
Oh my goodness.
And so they proceeded to fix the car. But they were too cheap. When I got done with the repair, every panel had to be painted except the trunk lid. So they masked off the trunk lid and painted the rest of the car.
They should have painted the trunk lid.
And then they took the tape off the trunk lid and unmasked it and noticed it didn't match.
Duh.
So they masked off the rest of the car and painted the trunk lid. It still didn't match. So they finally had to paint the whole car again. They wound up with, I think by the time they were done, they had over $25,000 in repairs on the car. And because it was a demo, it was a new demo, they sold it as a brand new car. They never said word one about it ever having been wrecked.
Well, that's
so
not
whatever
right.
poor bastard got that car, I guarantee you they had nothing but problems with it. But that's what this reminds me of. They're screwing around so much, it's going to cost them way more by the time they get done paying the lawyer's fees and the extra fees for the extra dumpster that has to come out to do it again. Because when I get done, damn it, I'm going to have a matching roof, or they're going to have to pay to, because of their delays, they're going to have to pay to take care of whatever needs to be taken care of to get the match.
You do what you got to do, but that's an awful way to treat a long-time customer who has spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars with you over the years. That, when we have a serious issue with our house, you're too cheap to fix it.
Well, that's going to be, like I said, we're going to have a different. Hopefully, nothing ever happens to the house again that we have to call the insurance company, but that'll be a different insurance company. Well,
didn't the insurance company knew up in advance how this was getting fixed?
I told them how I wanted it fixed. I said, well, you just have them do that, and then we'll put in for the supplement later. And then we put in for the supplement. Then
they're screwing out of it. That's just wrong. That's just wrong.
Yes, it is, but that's okay.
Now I know insurance companies, they've been really hit over the last 10 years with all the natural disasters.
Well, that's the business they're in.
But
they could go into my business and fix treadmills, and then they'd be in a different business, and they would make a different amount of money. They're in the insurance business. They're accepting money from me to insure my house. They can pay for a claim when it. What do you want me to play a violin for them? Don't we feel sorry for them? I do not.
I get that's just wrong. That's just wrong. Everybody's always wants to do the quick patch-up job without thinking that down the road it's just going to be another bigger problem that's going to have to get taken care of.
Because I know how to do roofs, I wasn't going to allow them to do that.
Yeah, you do know how to do roofs.
Not that I want to do roofs, but I do know how to do roofs.
Yes, you do. You also know how to do body work on cars.
Yeah.
But that's another story for another day.
So hopefully next week I will be showing the before and after pictures of the latest vehicle I bought, because I picked up the two painted parts today. It turned out really nice, and they match because I went up and put the fender on this, when I got home, and it'll be a nice car.
God has blessed you with a wonderful talent.
Well, sometimes it can be a curse.
Yes, it can be a curse, but I'm telling you, with the way the cars are costing today, it's a gift. It's a pain in the ass, but it's a gift. Because can you imagine us going out and just plopping down 5 figures for cars?
I will never do that again.
Oh my goodness.
I feel so bad for anybody, and I know a lot of you in the chat are probably this, but anybody that has to pay any kind of retail for a vehicle, They've gotten so ridiculous.
It's out of
That's
hand.
why, like years ago, I gave up and just started buying them out of the salvage pool. They load them onto my trailer with a forklift. I strap them down. I get them home, and I turn them and.
Well, Lenny, if you have USAA, then you deserve it because that means you've earned it. Because the USAA is for military families.
Yeah.
And that's only military families can get that insurance, and they deserve it. I'm sorry, they deserve it, and I would never take that from any of them.
As long as they're a good insurance company, take care of.
The other rates are bitch. Everything's so freaking high right now. It's crazy. It's just.
Well, we were told that our electric bill was going to be outrageous, and
it is.
It's not that bad. We've been running the air conditioner damn near nonstop, and it's only a couple $100. So.
Well, that's because the new rate that we're under didn't kick in until last month, or it would be a lot higher. But yeah, we'll take care of that. We gotta square away the current yearly cycle, and then we start back at the beginning again. So we'll see how it goes. Only because of my dad. Well, that's fine. I mean, that's fine if we sue your dad. I mean, that's a sacrifice for families. I don't care when it happened or how it happened. It's a sacrifice for these families. Yeah. A couple days ago, we lost a police officer from Lorain County.
Yeah, you want to do yourself a favor and not read the comments.
I don't want to read the comments, but
somebody ambushed 2 cops.
Yeah, somebody who should have been locked up was out crazy-minded with a high-power rifle.
Well, all rifles are high-powered.
And 3 police officers go in to stop him, and they all got shot.
I don't think that's what happened.
All I know is
two officers were sitting there eating lunch, and the guy came up and just started shooting at him.
Oh, okay.
And then the third one came in to try to stop him.
So they were trying to stop this guy, and one got shot to the point that he died when he got to the hospital. The other 2 got shot. They're still hanging in there. But it's like, you know what? These crazy people. What are you supposed to do?
I don't know. In this case, they shot him back, and he died.
Well, yeah, he won't be,
Yeah, save the taxpayers some money.
But that's just crazy. That's just crazy. All these people that put their life on the line for the rest of us, and the poor man left. He was only 35. He left behind a wife and 2 or 3 kids, and they're little kids.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and it's just horrible. And it's just like, it's like, okay, Summit County's having their fair, which is the north side of town, which they have the fairgrounds up there. And last night, a couple of teenagers started getting, they were throwing rocks at the animal farms, the animal barns, the animals started throwing rocks. So they, shut all the doors to all the animal barns. And then somewhere along the line, somebody said that somebody had a gun, which they did not. But people started fighting, and the next thing you know, it was 10:30. The fair was supposed to stay till 11, and they just told everybody to get the hell out.
Yeah.
You're going to a family event as going to the local county fair, and you got this nonsense. It's like, no wonder nobody wants to go anywhere anymore. Nobody can behave themselves. And teenagers should know better than throwing rocks against an animal barn. I don't know. I don't know.
Only if their parents taught them not to throw rocks at an animal barn, and that apparently isn't happening. That's the
reason why I don't want to really go anywhere and do anything, is because you go places and people can't behave themselves and they ruin it for everybody.
Oh, I've said it before. The more I go places, the more I hate people. I'd rather just stay home anymore.
I know.
It gets...
But some of these people, they waited all year for this. They save up to go to the fair and ride the rides and play games and see the animals and everything. And it gets ruined because people can't behave themselves.
I don't think I've been to that fair since years and years and years.
It's just so hot to be walking around, this time of year outside. Particularly now. The weather's been nasty. It's not fun. It's not fun. But you're sweating and you're... Oh, God. And you're getting sunburned.
Our air conditioner's still running right now. It's rained all day.
Oh, my goodness. It was like yesterday. We were thinking about going out and grilling some hamburgers, and it did rain, and you opened up the door, and it felt like a sauna. It's like, nobody wants to cook out in this.
Maybe I'll cook out in October.
Yeah. Oh,
when it's nice out.
It's the humidity. It's just, the heat and humidity is just, ugh.
All right, gang. Well,
Yeah.
I think we're going to let you guys continue your Saturday night doing what you were doing before we came on.
But before we go, I saw
Happy birthday.
Amy Pet just said it's her birthday this week. Did I read that right? So here we go.
If your birthday is this week, put your name in the chat and say it's my birthday this week.
Happy birthday to you. Losing my hat. Happy birthday to you.
I'm glad it's just the troll singing.
Happy birthday, dear Amy. Happy birthday to you.
All right, gang.
Yeah, I'm going to bed. I've had enough. Oh, God bless you guys. Y'all take care. We'll be back here next Saturday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I hope things are a little bit better for us. Night all.